coach, Kyle. So, Simon, I reckon you might have felt a little bit nervy early on in that fourth quarter, mate?
Different group, mate. Yeah, look, we were a little bit out on our feet, I thought, at times. And we didn't execute as well as we possibly could have. But it was great to see Kyle and Creaky make big plays down the stretch. Good to see guys defend. And, the last 2 minutes I thought were pretty good.
You got a bit of criticism last year around the way that the guys defended. It did look like a different group today. They really knuckled down today. Did you feel a different vibe around your defensive group? I thought, we kept them under 19 points in each of the first three quarters, which is a hell of an effort. That's kind of what our goal is, to keep a team under 19 points, and that's 3 ticks. And we did it once in every game in the pre-season. So to do it 3 times in the first regular season game, I think is pretty important. We got some kids out there, and it's hard sometimes to hide them. And every now and then, cracks opened up, but it's great learning experience for them. I think, Junior and Owen, they've played near 30 minutes each. So there's going to be so much, the game's going so quickly for them. They're going to learn a lot from that, particularly defensively. I was a little disappointed not to get Grant Tisevich in a little bit more. I thought his minutes were really, really good early. The Creaky bloke's pretty good, I guess, but it's probably just having 3 inexperienced guys out there was probably a little bit hard for us from a defensive standpoint. We didn't have a lot of choice in the backcourt because of the injuries that we have, but I thought there was some good signs there, and as we add a little bit of talent into the group, hopefully that dogged attitude and sort of back against the wall stays. The guy next to you had a pretty good night.
Yeah, he had a few turnovers though, I think. No, he was all right. Yeah, no, he was all right. Look, he's a captain of the basketball team. We've seen this before. I've seen this at 2 clubs now with him, where he gets the opportunity and takes it on his shoulders. He's a very, very high level player in our league, and he was excellent tonight, and really proud of him.
Kyle, how does it feel to sort of come off the court after a performance like that and a win?
Oh, it feels great, mate. You individually, you put in a lot of work on things, going away, getting a new experience in the off-season. You dedicate a lot of time to the sport, stuff that people probably don't see. So on game night, when things tend to work out for you, it's an awesome feeling. To have the boys out there supporting me, I thought, the way Alan, Creaky and Dane screen, roll, create space, yes, I was able to put the ball in the basket, but those guys just clear so much space. They're so good at reading what my defender's doing, and having that chemistry in a pick and roll is really important as well. So credit to them, but as you said, mate, it's really nice, I guess, individually to be rewarded for some of the things you feel like you push yourself forward with.
I noticed, after you make a couple of those buckets, you made sure you singled out the guys that set the screens for you. Is that just a pump and saying keep going, keep doing that? What do you actually say to them?
Yeah, for sure. I think those 1%ers that are sharpening, there's no screen assists on the stat sheet, and I think Dane Pinot's been setting screens for me for 4 years, unbelievably, and just rolls to the basket and sometimes doesn't get the ball. So now you add Sauce. Creaky's obviously doing what he does. So I always want to make sure that those guys feel like they are involved and they know that and how well they're doing. And there's going to be times where that steps up and you just hit the hard show. We did that a couple of times as well, and we were able to capitalise. So just want to make sure that they're rewarded for their work.
Well, when they evened it up tonight, and I think Junior made a bucket, and then you kind of made a 3, and then a little floater in the lane, and then that little kiss off the glass. Did you just go, this is my time now, or does that just come in the offense? What happens there? What's the mindset?
It came in the offense for sure, but I think looking up at the scoreboard, with the clock winding down, we often have had conversations about closing games and how important it is. And I grabbed Creaky in a huddle and I said, we got to get into some action. We got to try and get us home. And just going to the well and what's working for us as well. We were kind of capitalising Creek and I in that pick and roll at different times, and just wanted to get back to something that was solid for us. And fortunately was able to make a few plays out of it.
I
Is that your first 30-point game in the NBL?
Yep, it is. Yep.
So I saw you turn around and go, do you want me to miss this second one?
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't actually know what the go was because I didn't know if they had a
0.6.
I think we'll be right either way.
I think all the other blokes told him. This is where our league's at, and this is where it's going to be this season. Where, and I don't want to sound stupid, I probably will anyways, but you got to make that free throw because it may be the difference between making finals and not making finals. I mean, the league is going to be ridiculous this year, and I'll be all about if they make the full court shot with 0.6, then shit, what do you do? Yeah, that's just dumb luck. But I trust him to make the free throw. I want every point we can get.
Simon, it must instill a lot of confidence in you, though, with a lot of injuries at the moment. Is that the young guys coming in, that came in and fill a role?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing some good work, and they've had good pre-seasons, the young guys. Brent and Foxy in particular, and Junior's, coming along as well. And yeah, like getting those minutes in the pre-season games down in Tasmania and in the Blitz, having those injuries will give these guys plenty of experience and opportunity, which will make us better in the long run. Not for too long, I hope, though.
Well, you sort of know that your big blokes. When Joe comes in, you're gonna be pretty hard to you should hope you can get that rebounded. So,
Yeah, I thought our rebounding was really good tonight. Look, a little disappointed for we really wanted to limit their offensive rebounds. We didn't quite get to where we wanted with that. Some of it was a circumstance. Like, if you're missing a lot of shots and they were early, then you get a lot of opportunities to get offensive rebounds. So I think it's almost a credit to our defence that we created some of those offensive rebound opportunities for them. So I'd like to have kept them to one and done, but that's life. But yeah, I thought we were great on the boards. Anticevic coming in, having 7 boards in 7 minutes is pretty special. Sauce was out there scrapping and fighting away early, and I thought collectively we were really strong, and those kids played a big role in that.
Kyle, just one last question for you. What are you teaching, Owen and Junior since they're, young guards in their young professional career? What are you hoping to expand their knowledge and then, your own as a future potential coach if you go down that road?
Yeah, well, I probably need to listen to some of my own advice because I had 6 turnovers. But for me, just teaching them poise, you know what I mean? I think, playing in a pick and roll, at a slower pace and just seeing the game in different reads. And, it's great. I think, both of those guys have a big career, long career ahead of them. And, I think the more I know how much that information helped me as a kid, different guys that I was able to learn off. So just trying to pass on as much as I can about poise and structuring the game as much as they can. Defensively, they're both doing a great job climbing in and getting through screens. And offensively, I think just getting that poise and playing with that patience is really important. But as I said tonight, they'll probably look at me and say, what are you talking about?
That's all, thank you.
Yeah.
Is there any questions from Zoom? No.
Any questions on Zoom before we wrap up?
How about them Opals?
Oh, good. Yeah, that was unreal.
Good.
LJ.
Oh,
Winding back the clock.